Yo, what is good, YouTube? It is your boy Make America Lit, back with another NBA 2K22 video. And in today's video, we are going to be discussing the top 5 badges in NBA 2K22. Now, let me just preface this with just saying that, once again, this is just my opinions after playing the game. I'm not saying that everything I'm saying is pure facts, and I'm not saying that you can't disagree with me, okay? Like, these are just strictly my opinions, and I just want to get that out there. So let's just jump into the video. We're going to start off with some honorable mentions as usual. Whenever I make these top 5, top 3, top 10, top whatever badges, builds, attributes, whatever, animation, videos, or whatever like that, I always like to include honorable mentions. Why? Because just because a badge or a build don't make the top 5 or top 3, that doesn't mean that it's not good or it's not viable or that it's not even useful. You know what I'm saying? So I always like to include like an honorable mention, because there are a couple of badges here and there that are like really good or really, you know, useful or whatever, that just don't make the cut. You know what I'm saying? So starting off this honorable mention, I'm going to be starting off with Quick First Step. Now, we already know what Quick First Step does. It just speeds up your animations. It makes you quicker out of triple threat, size up, any type of dribble moves, jab steps, and stuff like that. This is a badge that you have on no matter what your play style is, whether you're a ball handler, whether you're playing off ball, whether you're a point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward. People usually have this badge on some level because it's just extremely good at what it does, which is getting you open. Whether you're trying to get open or get to the basket for a dunk or a layup, whether you're trying to, you know, fake out your defender or whatever so you could get an open jump shot, mid-range shot, a 3, no matter what it is. Even if you were trying to just left-right cheese, you know, this badge is going to help you score in general while you have the ball. You know, it's going to also help you with getting to the basket if you're just trying to make or create another look or shot for somebody else, you know what I'm saying, on the driving kick tip or something like that, you know what I'm saying? So this is one of those badges that I feel like is just really important no matter how you look at it. So that's just my opinion on this badge. You know, it is definitely my first honorable mention. Obviously there's going to be more badges and stuff like that, and I know some people feel strongly, some people might think that this is a top 5 badge or whatever like that, and you're entitled to think that, but in my opinion, it's not a top 5 badge, but it's definitely honorable mention worthy. And now, getting into my second honorable mention badge, this is one of those badges that I feel like it's extremely important. It's a very vital finishing badge, and it's probably top 3, if not the best finishing badge in NBA 2K22. You know what I'm saying? But it's a very vital badge, and I'm putting it in the honorable mention because I just don't think it's a badge that I can't live without. You know what I'm saying? My top 5 badges are badges that I feel like I wouldn't be able to play 2K22 without. And as good as this badge is, I don't think that it's up there, but I do think that it's a very vital badge, especially if you're a slasher or a finisher or whatever like that. It's a very important badge for you, and that is Slithery Finisher. We already know how useful or great Slithery Finisher is. It's very vital for getting contact dunks and finishing through traffic and stuff like that, catching bodies and all of that stuff like that. And it's been one of the best finishing badges since its creation in NBA 2K20. It was the top badge in 2K20, it was the top badge in 2K21, and lo and behold, it's still a top badge in NBA 2K22. I don't see it as a top 5 badge, but it is a very important badge in my opinion. So those are my honorable mentions. Quick First Step, and my honorable mention number 2 would be Slithery Finisher. Let's jump into this top 5 now. And getting into our top 5, our first badge on the list is Sniper. We all know how ridiculously good this badge is. I'm starting to, you know, hear people talking in the community, and people are starting to now, you know, say that this badge isn't needed, it's not necessary. And I guess after playing the game for 3 to 4 months, you start to gain that like serious muscle memory where you like really know your jump shot, where Sniper isn't becoming as much of a necessity. But in my opinion, Sniper is still a warranted badge. As long as you want to hit whites and stuff like that, sniper is going to remain, you know, a top tier badge. It's always going to be a badge. Any badge that helps somebody with shooting, you know, period, just shooting in general, it's going to remain a top badge, regardless of whether you think people need it or not, regardless of whether you run it or not. Sniper is still going to always remain a top tier badge unless they nerf it into oblivion. This is going to always be a top tier badge, at least in NBA 2K22. So in my opinion, this badge ranks in at number 5. I feel like it's always going to be a necessary badge. That's just my opinion. Moving on. Now, moving on to our next badge is going to be handles for days. Now, this is a badge that I have ranked 4. I feel like this, you know, it's an important badge. I would rank it higher than quick first step, because if you've played this game without handles for days and you've tried dribbling, you tried not even so much isoing, but just dribbling, it's damn near impossible. 3-4 dribble moves max and your stamina bar is blinking. Even with Gym Rat badge, even with Gatorade purchase, my stamina bar is completely drained after 3 to 4 dribble moves. And I'm not even an ISO god or dribble god. You know, I'm 2-3 moves and I'm to the basket. If I'm not opening those 2-3 moves, I'm passing the ball, moving the rock or whatever. And even in those 2 to 3 dribble moves, without handles for days on, my stamina bar is blinking. So even if I did get open in those 2-3 dribble moves, 9 times out of 10, I'm missing the jump shot anyway because my stamina bar is blinking. You know what I'm saying? So anything that's going to help me with conserving stamina, be it on offense or defense, is always going to be, you know, a top tier badge in my opinion. You know, I like Tireless Defender, although I don't think it's really necessary. But on the offensive side of things, if you are a ball handler, you definitely want handles for days max. I have this badge maxed on all of my builds. Any offensive builds I have, this build is maxed. I mean, this badge is maxed. It's on maxed on both my play shots. It's maxed on my two-way playmaker. It's maxed on my pure playmaker. It's even maxed on my two-way sharpshooter. Because there are times when I dribble with that build or whatever, and I need to conserve as much stamina as possible. So I have this badge ranked 4th on the list. At number 3 on the list, I have Blinders. Now, this badge is probably one of the most important shooting badges that you're gonna find in NBA 2K22. This badge is ridiculously good. I probably have this badge rated over Deadeye, even though the badges are very similar. But Blinders is just, anybody will tell you that play this game, Blinders is a necessity if you are a shooting build. If you have a shooting build, 9 times, no, not even 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, you are running the Blinders badge. So I feel like this is, you know, definitely a top 3 badge. Not even just top 3 shooting badge, but a top 3 badge in general in NBA 2K22. It's going to help you with knocking down those contested shots. And it's just a badge that you see often, you know, pop often. If you're not taking completely open shots, Blinders is definitely popping up on the late contest or the peripheral side contest or whatever. Somebody jumping from behind or behind you once you have them crabbed and stuff like that. It's just such a very, very powerful and useful badge, especially when it's paired with badges like Mismatch Expert and stuff like that, or even Deadeye. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I have this badge ranked at number 3. And now coming in at number 2 on the top 5 badge list, I have Interceptor. I don't even really need to even say anything else after that, to be honest. If you play NBA 2K22, you play Park, Rec, Pro-Am, you know how powerful this badge is. You know, this badge is so good that sometimes you won't even need to have to press square. The badge will literally activate and steal the ball for you. That's how ridiculously strong this badge is. Now, if you want to play passing lanes, you want to effectively shut down teams while running the 2-3 zone or whatever like that, this badge is just beyond ridiculous. I would recommend, if you don't run Interceptor, run Interceptor. And if you don't run it max, max it out. If you max it out at gold, max it out gold. If you can get Hall of Fame, get it Hall of Fame. This badge is tremendous on the defensive end. It's going to be ridiculous when it comes to intercepting passes, the playing the passing lanes and stuff like that. And even when you play on ball defense, I've noticed that when I'm pressing somebody as they're bringing the ball up the court, a lot of times they'll realize or panic and think, oh snap, I'm not going to be able to get the ball up the court. Let me throw the ball down to my teammate. If you can time it quick enough or good enough, you can still intercept the pass while standing right in front of them. A lot of times my two-way shot will jump right in front of them and rip the ball before they can even pass it or whatever like that, or tip the ball at least. And my teammate will be in position to grab the steal, and I'm already running down for a dunk or a layup on the other end. But this badge is tremendous on defense, and it's probably a top 2 badge as far as defense goes. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's the best defensive badge in the game, but it's right there. If not number 2, it's definitely 1A. It's definitely 1B, if not 1A. You know, so that is my number 2 badge. Now coming in at number 1 on the top 5 badge list, I have a badge that most people probably wouldn't consider as a top 5 badge. I know some people might consider clamps. You know, some people might say intimidator. I mean, you got some dudes who, weirdly enough, might say menace as well too. But in my opinion, the number 1 badge in this game, you know, is ankle braces, man. This badge has really changed the way I've played defense, and I think if you are a top tier, you know, defender in NBA 2K22, whether you play, you know, park, whether you play pro-am, whether you play rec, whether you play stage, ankle braces has really changed the way people have played defense in this game. Earlier in the year, a lot of people, and myself included, I even have a video that I did on ankle braces on the channel earlier in the year when the game first came out, and I pretty much said ankle braces were useless. I ran the badge on bronze, and then I ran it on, I think, either silver or gold. One of the levels I didn't try, but I know for a fact I mostly ran it on bronze. I think I ran it on gold, or maybe it was silver. Then I dropped it back down to bronze, and then I just felt like it was pointless. It wasn't really doing anything. And then I realized, you know, I come to the realization that in the beginning of the year, nobody was running the dribbling badges. Nobody was running ankle breaker. Nobody was running tight handles. Nobody was running space creator. Now, when I say nobody, I mean the general community. I'm not saying that there was not a single person in the game running these badges. Obviously, there were people who were running the badge. But in general, most of the 2K community, the YouTubers and streamers, none of them was running those badges. Everybody was running hyperdrive and quick chain and quick first step and, you know, all of those badges. Nobody was running ankle breaker, space creator, and tight handles. Now that we have the information and the numbers on those badges like tight handles and space creator from 2K Labs, a lot more people are running bronze tight handles or Hall of Fame tight handles. A lot more people are running like silver and gold space creator and stuff like that. So now you're seeing way more stun animations and ankle breaker animations and stuff like that, where it stuns you and then you can't do nothing, or you fall down or something like that. So now ankle braces is actually viable now. So now it's actually an important badge to run because you don't want those stun animations. And I've noticed that since I've ran this on gold, I haven't ran it on Hall of Fame yet, but just running this badge on gold, I don't think I've fallen a single time in NBA 2K22. Not a single time since I've ran this badge on gold. Since I equipped this on my two-way sharp, I have not touched the floor one time. So that's right there is why I feel like this is the most important badge in NBA 2K22. It's definitely the most important defensive badge, period. But, you know, you can make an argument if it's the best badge in NBA 2K22, I guess, if you care more for the offensive side of things like that. You know, when it comes to playmaking and shooting, I'm sure you could probably make an argument for why that badge or another badge is better than ankle braces. But on the defensive side of things, I think, and that's why I think, you know, your offense starts, which is starts on defense, getting them, you know, to not score and to get the stop. That's why I feel like ankle braces is one of the best badges in NBA 2K22, if not the best badge. So that is my top 5 list: sniper, blinders, ankle braces, interceptor, handles for days. Top 5 badges in NBA 2K22. It's been your boy, Make America Lit. Please be sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe for more NBA 2K22 content and badge breakdown videos. I'm out. Peace.